I may be leaving an ingredient or two out, but man, is it good. It's
Wow.
great flavor. It's a little sweet, and it's not crazy hot. And has that right balance that brings you back for more. That's why
So
it's become
you
so
could
popular.
put a little of that in.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm drooling.
Yeah, I got you drooling over here.
You could put a little of that in some in a salad, I'd say, couldn't you?
I tell you what, the Spot has a customer that comes down there regularly that he uses it for salad dressing. He does. Absolutely.
Of course, he's from Bangladesh.
Bangladesh.
Yeah, where they didn't have food for 2 years. And he's just glad to have anything to eat, Matador. He doesn't care what it tastes like.
Exactly. Yeah.
Matador could put ketchup on a sponge and
Yeah.
eat it and just talk about how great it is. So that's why I don't like to bring
Well,
him
I'm a
anything
ketchup
good.
kind of guy, though.
Yeah, we don't
Ketchup
like to
is
bring him
good.
a good steak or lobster, and he's going to rent it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The folks from Catch brought him some oysters
Mhm.
and some, the broiled oysters,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you said,
yes.
with the cheese on it. It's so good.
Oh.
And that butter and garlic, and then some raw ones and some fresh jumbo sea. I'm talking the biggest scallops I'd seen in a long time. Matador called those whale blubber, and the oysters were something that shouldn't be even brought out for human consumption.
Yeah.
And you're talking to a guy that sucks pig anuses and eats intestines
Well, there's
of
nothing
animals.
wrong with pig feet and kidneys if
Yeah,
you
and-
accustomed to them.
But now he couldn't eat that. I'm thinking, that's probably the most expensive
Well,
seafood
I
in
didn't
town.
chew it. That's
Now-
what's right.
now
I
he would
swallowed it. I
See, he
didn't-
would put ketchup on.
Sure,
on a
Yeah,
good
they would
steak.
taste
Well-
better if I did.
Well,
Yeah,
there
uh-huh.
again, once you throw the cons on there, then,
That's what
then
I'm
you're
saying.
just
And
you're
he
set.
might love
Yeah.
it then. you know.
Yeah, I had to try it.
It'd be gourmet then.
Now don't put any on my homemade peanut tie I brought you over there. Just taste it first. And
Leave it like it is.
if
Then
you
I had
add-
to add my tomato ketchup in.
Yeah, and you put a whole half a cup of ketchup.
and a
in it, yeah.
spoonful of black pepper.
Well, anyway, let's get Stan to
Put
tell
some
us about the
cons in it.
history of cons and how you're involved in it, and a little bit about cons, and then we'll go from
Absolutely, I'm excited to do so. Of course, my beautiful wife Sharon, her maiden name is Con. Sharon works for Susan and Rick Fisher at Cleveland Care First, the walk-in clinic besides the post office there on Keith Street. And when I first met Sharon many years ago, she's from Trinidad in the Caribbean, Trinidad and Tobago. She's her ethnicity is Indian, so. The first time I ate supper with her and her mom and dad, her dad had some hot sauce that he had made sitting on the table, and I was eating their food. Of course, that's the best food you'll ever eat as well, Trinidad Caribbean food. I said, man, this hot sauce is great. I said, I need to market this someday. Of course, my, entrepreneurial wheels are always turning, always trying to think of something. So several years went by, and finally one day I told Sharon, I said, you know what, we've got to make this hot sauce, and we've really got to try to do something with it. So I started making it in my kitchen in the blender, and, ordered some bottles, bottled it, made some little labels, throw it on it, and started letting my friends and coworkers try it. Everybody loved it. I said, man, this is great hot sauce. So fast forward a little bit more. We said, well, if we're going to get this marketed into stores and restaurants, we've got to get it manufactured somewhere. And, you can't make hot sauce in your kitchen sink and sell it at the store.
Right.
So we found a gentleman in South Florida in Palm Beach that does just that. He contracts. You can contract with him if you have a product, a sauce that you want made. He makes it for me. He manufactures it, warehouses it, and distributes it all over the United States.
Wow.
And then I have him ship me what I need to keep our local people here supplied. And Jenkins Deli was my very first customer. We started this in 2002, and back then we actually won what's called a Scovie Award through Fire Foods Magazine, which is based in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So we was excited about that one. First place in our division the first time that we entered it.
Wow.
Then next year we won second place. The next year we won third place, which was still exciting for us because here we've got a new product and we're placing, consecutive 3 years in a row with the Scovie Award. So that was exciting. That gave us a big boost and really got us noticed and got us out there. But on a local level here in Cleveland, it's become a very popular product, and it's in most of your locally owned restaurants. Cook's carries it, and all of their super savers carried it as well.
Of course, I hear the Bald-Headed Bistro has it in there, I believe.
Absolutely, the Bald-Headed Bistro carries it. They've been a great customer for quite a few years now, and just when you walk into a local restaurant, ask for it. If they don't have it, say, hey, you need to get it.
Yeah, or not coming back.
Oh, that's right.
Well,
Absolutely.
it's I mean, it's known throughout all the counties in Tennessee. I'm sure, isn't it?
It is, and we get people all the time say, "Hey, when are you going to get it over here? Or when are you going to get it in this town?" Or, I'm a one-man band, so it takes a little time to get things out there. But we have, over the past like I said, since 2002 is when we started this.
Okay.
And I kind of do it on the side because I've got a full-time job, of course, family, and
Do all the ambulances carry it in them?
I haven't got to that.
It's like, what's
point
wrong with
yet?
You? Put the cons on him.
Yeah. We have discussed that.
Yeah,
we
see,
used to
he's
use
okay.
ammonia inhalants when
Yeah,
people were unconscious.
That's what I'm saying.
Open a bottle of this, and then of course we would have to charge them for it on the billing.
Well, yeah, $300.
Exactly. So, but it's just been a fun project, and the number one question I always, are you making any money yet? What I say is, my kids will have something to carry on someday to be able to do that's fun. We have ideas for other products. It just takes time. It takes money. It just takes research to get all this going. But it's a great product, and we're proud of it, and hope everybody buys a bottle and puts it in their kitchen.
There you go.
Well, by God,
They
I'm
come
going
down
to
here
put
to-
me one in mine, huh?
No, you're not. That's to leave right here, Matador, so you can put it on everything you eat.
Well, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a cough.
Next thing you know,
he's got a cough.
You'll be putting that in animal's eyes because he has fleas.
Now, leave my animal alone, would you?
But I thought it would kill him.
No, he'd be all right.
We need to empty. What we'll do is we'll get it down here, and then when it's empty, we're going to put it out in the window in the museum, in the Whoop Museum for everybody that walks by.
Right.
Well, I've tried cons. I've tried it, to be perfectly honest. I think I tried it at the firehouse before.
Right.
And
Before they had to get rid of it.
I might have some at home if I'm not mistaken.
You mean, so that's why
No,
they don't
it's
have
not
it at the firehouse
cons. It's a
anymore. He
cheaper-
Stole it all. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a cons what I got at home, but
Oh,
Texas
well,
Pete.
then it's not con, so
Right.
don't say it is.
But it gives it. What is that in with those boiled eggs? Is that Texas Pete or is it something you went and rigged up?
It's I Caucasianly rigged it. And,
Yes, you did.
And no, it was just some old cheap, red sauce, whatever everybody's store has red.
Well, you
fake
got Frank
69
sauce
cents.
and
There's so many of them out there now.
yeah, the cheap sauce.
Those are all just vinegar.
It's all
and
it is.
pepper.
Vinegar and pepper. That's all it is.
So
Yeah.
I buy the
Yeah.
cheapest thing I can find when I'm.
And you can look at this.
But you can put that on a pork roast, anything.
Oh, absolutely.
Hamburger.
We've got a
chitlins.
couple of recipes on here.
Yeah, dog food. Just
Mm-hmm.
it would make
And,
anything. Like I said, he could put it on a sponge and eat it, and that's because that's
Tilapia.
what he does with whatever I bring him.
But you can marinate with it, use it as a condiment.
So you can marinate with this too, huh?
Matador
sure.
got in trouble one time because he'd heard about people that injected turkeys, but he
Right.
thought it was a live turkey, and he got in trouble with human
Oh, right. Yeah.
animal services.
Yeah.
I can't wait to try it, by God. I'll tell you.
I actually did bring a bottle, one for each of you, and then
Do you have a bottle open? Just let him taste it.
Hey, now, don't go there. Now, see, you trying to hurt your little buddy.
yeah,
No, it's not that hot.
We could do it.
It ain't that bad.
Yeah, just let him taste it.
Yes.
Matador will eat it. Yeah, Fro Daddy wants some because Fro Daddy cooks a lot. So,
What the ingredients? It's vinegar based. Of course, it's habanero peppers, and then it's got garlic, cilantro, carrots, brown sugar. Oh, sorry.
He'll
I'm
ask
used to,
the
I'm-
questions,
I'm,
but he
I'm
doesn't
used
want
to
you to pay
looking at
attention.
people when I'm talking to them. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you're like me. I forget I'm even talking on one.
well, they also didn't know we've already gone over this before, so that's okay.
No, that's okay. That's all right. We can tell the folks again. Con's Island sauce has a lot of ingredients. The cilantro is a very important ingredient in a lot of these kind of foods and sauces. Of course, the carrots give it great color, and the brown sugar is what gives it the sweetness. And a lot of people say, well, you're giving your recipe away. Yeah, not really, because a lot of hot sauces are very similar. Ours just has a special taste to it, and it's just the combination of all the ingredients coming together. And when you taste it, you can almost taste the different flavors, the garlic and the cilantro and the sweetness that comes out.
I can see that now with beans and rice. It's going to be really good.
Oh, pinto beans! Now you're talking now.
Yeah.
So you get you some pinto beans
and rice.
and some cornbread, and throw some of this hot sauce on there. You're in business right there.
I'm hydroplaning from hunger.
Fro Daddy, you're live on Whoop.
Hey, Fro, tell him to leave me a bottle down there, and I'll pay for that.
Well, you can get it at the local store.
Yeah, he wants Sid wants a bottle there, Stan.
If we leave it here, we have to charge double.
Hot pepper.
He said, just leave it here. He'll pay for it. All right.
Did you eat any of that hot pepper I brought?
I don't know. I ate a bunch of them. All right, Sid, we've got a guest. I didn't know if you knew it, but we had a guest down here that was talking. So,
Oh, okay.
okay.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. Sid, he hates to bother us.
Well,
Anyway, so we
But,
got
you know,
Conn's Island sauce at any better known restaurant in town
exactly.
is going to have it.
Exactly. And you know, let me give some credit real quick where credit is due. My father-in-law, Shahid Khan, a lot of people know him from the hospital, works up on ambulatory, carries a
He's not kin to
medical
Chaka
assistant.
Khan, is he?
Not Shaka Khan. That was my wife's nickname in high school, by the way, Shaka Khan. But you know, of course, he was my inspiration in how I got this whole thing started, and he really pushes the sauce, and of course, you know, I got to give credit to him, because if it wasn't for him and meeting his wonderful daughter and being married to her for 17 years, this would have never happened. So, you know, it's kind of neat how things kind of transpire and take place, and you know, I never had a clue even what hot sauce or anything like that was before I met her, and then here, bam, we got Conn's Island sauce, and it's everywhere.
Phew,
The
that's
little
super.
island of Cleveland.
Little, yeah.
Well, I
really
can't
like
wait
it.
to operate myself, brother. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to try some just as soon as I can.
Well, you know, sooner's better than later.
Hey, I
we got
think
a
we've
bottle
got,
right here.
I think
We
we've
can
got a
drink.
customer that wants to come here and just try some of the sauce on his tongue. Will, you want to try some? Just dip
You've
it
had
on
it,
your
you've had
finger.
it, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's
So,
everywhere.
Okay, well, I thought maybe that's why you're coming in, wanting to get a free sample.
I'm out of example.
All right. Well,
Great.
so we need to do a. Let's see. We've already had one listener want to call in and get a bottle.
well, now I actually did bring a bottle. If you wanted to do a giveaway, you're more than welcome to.
What? No, that's mine. I'm keeping it.
Oh, no, we're going to have to
I
roll
brought,
with it.
I brought 3 bottles.
Oh, did you?
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll.
Yeah, that's up to you guys.
we might have a contest.
Whatever you want to do.
Bistro's out. They need to buy some.
Yeah, the bistro's out. Oh, yeah. Well, don't. Yeah, Lord, don't drop one over there. They can afford to pay
We
for it.
need to hook them up then. Yeah.
They already.
Leave it over here, and I'll sell it to him, and I'll double it up so we can. You make sure we both.
Kept running out.
We got to make sure it's worth our time here.
Yeah.
I'd say it's when Mador went over there and injected when they had the rooster comb sauce.
That wasn't good with that.
That Mador told they made out of the comb out of the top of the rooster's head, and they poured it over the steaks over there. So they kind of had a little drop in business there for a week or two, with Mador being their marketing specialist.
And
So,
then the fish eyes, that goes in with that.
Yeah, the fish eyes went well over there. They didn't serve fish for a couple of weeks, so we finally talked to Mador, and they're not helping their marketing, and they've started talking to me again. Rooster comb sauce didn't go good, but we need cons.
Yeah, you got to have cons. I mean, that's just a given right there.
Okay, I've been sold to cons. That's what I'm turning to cons now.
Mador, you were a
Right.
con long before I met you.
Well, I've got to try it. I've got to try it. I've got to
Speaking
try
of a con, do you think they'd let your brothers from the other side of the Iron Curtain use it?
Oh, it'd be loved on chitlins and stuff like that. Pig feet.
Oh,
Oh
absolutely.
yeah. Oh
yeah.
Oh.
Turnip
yeah.
greens.
Mm.
It burns.
Almost,
It burns.
maybe some sardines.
Oh, sardines and crackers, same thing with the oysters we talked
Yeah.
about earlier. Oh,
anything
man.
ML King Boulevard.
Especially,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
especially
they got it
anything-
down there, don't they?
especially
Oh,
any
they
kind of
probably do.
roadkill.
I'm sure.
Anything you're trying to kill the flavor and the smell of.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't buy
Con
it.
sauce would be strong and make it even better.
I am.
You ain't. I'm taking
Oh,
that back home.
He afraid I'll mess it up if I put some cons on it.
I brought Matador a filet mignon one time that I'd smoked for 2 days, and Matador came. First thing he did was pour ketchup on it and chop it
Oh.
up with some beets or something. I forgot what you did. And I said, I'm never bringing him anything
Yeah.
else. And I
it
bring
makes
him
it
something
taste
every day.
better. You got to have it. You got
Can't
to
quit.
have to change the
All
taste.
right. So, So Stan, that's in a nutshell, that's the con story.
That's pretty much the con story.
Now,
in a
did you have
nutshell.
was there a partner involved with you guys at first? Because I called the guy before and I didn't recognize the name, or maybe I just,
Well, you
I
probably-
think called the internet number or something.
I don't know what you may have called, but you called my brother-in-law, and
I think I got a hold of him yesterday, and
he
he
got a hold of him yesterday.
He
and-
very quickly gave me your phone number.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. but now, yeah, they all do a great job promoting it. But primarily, Sharon and I kicked this thing off, and it's been our little baby for the
But how
past
many
several
you
years.
sell a month? I'd say about 5,000 or so, easily.
I don't have those numbers right in my head, right off the top of my head. We sell a lot of it.
I'd say so.
Where do you make it?
Matador's got his numbers
Where do
down.
you make it?
Yes.
It's actually manufactured in Palm Beach, Florida, the company we contract with down there. They've done a great job. I met him out in Albuquerque, New Mexico at a hot sauce convention in 2002. And
Hot sauce.
yeah, boy,
Hot sauce to do.
Hot sauce
man, let me tell you, hot sauces from all over the world. That was a time.
Rectum is burning.
I bet they have good-looking girls in New Mexico that stand in front of all the booths saying, "Try my hot sauce."
Well, they have some of that. You'd be surprised. Yeah.
I bet you didn't have one in your booth.
I had the wife there now,
Yeah.
so that helped. Yeah. So yeah, she's easy on the eyes, so that's not a problem there.
Well, I suggest you bring her next time. And,
I'll be glad to.
You know, we are on the internet, and we could have her sitting there close to the camera instead of you. And,
Yeah.
you know, all these people internationally might start calling in.
That would be the thing to do. Exactly.
Of course, Matador, don't let her wear a dress.
Oh, you said I wear a mirror on my shoe.
He drops his headphones a lot.
I got you. Well, I wouldn't be able to blame
Well,
him.
you get your nose busted trying to do something like that, don't you know?
But yeah, that was pretty much a key to our success was the hot. Well, after we won the Scovie Award, I was telling you about with Fire Food Magazine. Of course, we were invited to participate in that, and we were able to.
Isn't the Scovie the level of hotness?
It is. It actually is.
Oh.
Wilbur Scovie, back whenever he invented all that, the scale, that's how it's rated. And the next question is, what is our Scovie rating? I had it done, and it's in the 800 range, which is not crazy because, you know, some of these sauces over here, you're talking in 10,000 ranges.
Well,
some
yeah,
of these
that's
crazy sauces. This is in a range, like we talked earlier, it's enjoyable that you can enjoy it and it's not going to burn you.
Well, that's because you got a bunch of ingredients in there. If it was just a pepper or something, you know.
Yeah, if you put just straight habaneros and vinegar like some of these other peppers, it's just, it's crazy.
And we was talking earlier that some of these peppers are dangerous. You really got to
Ghost peppers right now are considered the hottest pepper in the world. I've not had a ghost pepper. I'm looking forward to trying one. But you know, I eat fresh peppers daily, hot peppers, habanero peppers, bird peppers that we call these little peppers that are from the Caribbean. And there's a lot of peppers out there, and there's a lot of hot peppers out there. But peppers are the one good thing that you can be addicted to that's actually good for you.
Yes,
Right.
and,
They have a lot of medicinal purposes.
I do too. I call it fighting fire with fire. This summer when it got real hot here a few weeks back, I was really throwing down those tacos and putting extra. I was eating roasted peppers.
Oh yeah.
With that.
Matador,
You got to have a.
he really reaches and goes for those banana peppers a lot, you know, because those are hot.
Well, some of the hot ones are got some heat to them, but you can get you some habaneros. Get somebody bring you some habanero peppers and try some of those.
It does have a good medicinal
It really does.
value to it.
Yeah.
I get mad when I go to the Mexican restaurant. My favorite thing is to try their chili relleno to see if they really use the right chilies, you know. And was a couple places around here, I swear they used green pepper, and they boil the green pepper and then peel you like a third of it off and lay it on top of some ground beef, and that's your chili relleno. And I'm like, no, that's not even a chili, first of all, and plus it's, you know, not stuffed.
Right.
So that's when I don't go back.
Now, speaking of Mexican restaurants, Las Margaritas has always carried our hot sauce as well. So they go through a lot of it. I assume they use it in their salsa, maybe. But
have you talked to Lee or Chief Snyder about getting it over there for the Justice Department so we can have cons for the cons?
Cons for the cons. That's a good.
Have
that's
a new
good
program
thought,
every
maybe.
Friday.
Yeah. Well, it could be good for them. It could be bad for them. I don't know.
They're all Randy's friends.
As long as the toilets are all working good.
Right.
Well, I think Matador could deliver it on his bicycle over there, and we can keep him from driving.
All right, now get out of the negativity. Now this is a positive day for the friends and family. Yeah, put the negativity up in here.
All right. Well, all right. So we got a bottle of for me. We got a bottle for Matador, and we got a bottle.
I did bring a bottle for you to give away.
Now, if somebody
If you
can
want.
call in and tell us,
Look, on the money,
now, wait a minute,
Catherine.
if they can tell us where your wife's from,
There you go.
are they listening? If they can tell us where your wife's from and her family,
Well, she's from originally, yes.
where it gave you the idea for this this recipe, we'll give them a bottle of Con's Island sauce right now. 614-5553. If you can tell me where Stan's wife is from.
Yeah.
And we'll make sure that you say if it's a perfect match.
Sure.
If it's the right name or country. Fro Daddy, you're live on Whoop.
Trinidad.
That's correct. Trinidad.
Who's this calling in?
Bo Lewis.
Bo Lewis. What you doing, Bo?
Hey, enjoying listening about it. It's great sauce, by the way.
Bo Lewis has been a good hot sauce customer over the years. He eats a lot of hot sauce and does a pretty good job auctioning every now and then.
I believe he cheated. I believe he knew the family well. So.
I believe he did, but we'll
didn't have to
let
hear
him
the story.
slide on it a a little bit.
He didn't have any rules on it. So.
Okay.
We're just glad to know there was one person listening.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Usually we only have 3 or 4, and half of them aren't paying attention unless we're giving away food.
All right. Well, I'll leave a bottle here for
All
you,
right, Bo. We've got it for you. You know where our studio is?
I sure do.
Come on down anytime and pick it up.
Thank you.
And I advise you to get it within the next day or two, because the Matador will take it and give it to the homeless people.
Yeah, you got a fact there, Jack.
Sam, thanks so much. It's a great sauce.
Hey, thanks, Bo. It's good to hear you, buddy. Take care.
Well, the only bad thing is, Dan, that's another $3.42 that you're not going to make, because he's got this sauce probably the bottle will last a while, won't it?
Well,
You want to
it
marinate?
depends, you know.
If you want to marinate, you might need 2 bottles of that.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have another bottle to give away. So
Hey,
we
it's
have
good on hot wings, too. Now, y'all talked about some wings yesterday. You talk about some hot wings now. That'll make you some hot wings.
Yeah.
Good
And then
friend.
you just put the wings and bake them after you put that on it.
Well, yeah, you know, a good friend of mine, Jade Lockhart, makes Con's wings with it.
FRO Dad, you're live.
They're really good.
My bottle to nobody.
Well, yeah, okay, Sid.
Right on, Sid.
Matador's got yours.
Bye.
Bye. Go over to 8th Street and pick it up. It'll be at Matador's house.
Right.
All right. Well, Stan, anything else you want to say about Con's
No,
Island sauce?
just encourage everybody to get them a bottle. It cooks, and all the super savers in town come down the Bald-Headed Bistro and ask for some in your Bloody Mary or with some good food, and most of your locally owned restaurants in town carry it.
Well, now one of the customers came by a minute ago and said that they asked for it, and they said they were out at the
Well,
bistro.
I'll solve that problem.
You
We'll
probably
take- we'll
got some
take
in the
care of
truck
that.
out there, don't you?
I actually don't have any with me at the moment, but I will have some momentarily.
Well, I'm going to try mine with a boiled egg weekend. Sometimes you just put on you about 12 boiled eggs and just
Yeah, that's good on both
baptize
eggs.
them with some of this sauce.
Make sure and don't come down here after you eat those 12 eggs.
Seymour baptized.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we will baptize them eggs in it, I guarantee you.
That's good stuff, guys. I thank you for having me down
All right,
here. Enjoy the Con's Island sauce.
We will
And
do it.
thanks again,
Appreciate
Stan.
our sample bottle and the bottle we gave away to Bo Lewis. And also, we'd like sometime when you're goofing around or by here, just run in here someday and we'll talk about the emergency medical services and what's going on and how they can get on their iPhones with just like me. If there's any kind of thunderstorm warning even on the way, I get wind of it, because if news breaks out, we break wind.
And
I
there
heard
is
that.
a new
Yeah,
number on
exactly.
that emergency system, I think.
Ambulance driver like Frank
Yeah.
Miller.
Now we used to send out Johnny B. Jonesy to every time there was a wreck. He had a fast car. And
Uh-huh.
he would get there before the ambulance got there, and then he'd interview the people while they're hurt. So
Right.
we got in a little trouble over that.
Yeah,
Chief
I
Snyder.
could see that. Yeah.
Well, ain't it some kind of new emergency number that people can call sometimes?
I think it's called 911.
I thought it was another one that
No,
they
Matador says that's the 411.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
me.
when Clay playing.
I got my pants on the ground. Help me! I can't shoot straight while I'm running.
Oh, right.
No, I'm not familiar with another number. If you
Yeah, I
need-
think I've scanned something in the paper
you're just
where they was coming out
there's
with
one
a
out there. You
new-
just don't know about it.
a new
I guess I don't know
emergency
about it.
number.
Yeah,
I
but-
did scan that in the paper.
think it's
if
the-
you need an ambulance,
That's
call
911.
911.
That's going to get you straight to the police.
They'll get you all
And
any
then they can do it.
any help that you need. We'll be there for you.
All right.
Yeah. Next time there's a drive-by, you just dial that 911 Matador.
Yeah,
If I
when
get hit.
lightning struck, I just dialed 911. When they stole my bike, I dialed 911. So they had the people there fixing my electrical unit in just a matter of moments. It worked.
Yeah, and you hadn't got the $8,500 bill yet, though.
His
No.
bicycle got stolen and his girlfriend got picked up for violating her parole.
Matador, yeah, when you call
You've
the
been doing
police,
some investigating,
I
heavens.
think you got
Matador's got to be careful when he calls for these emergency services to come to his home, because he kind of forgets what's going on in his house. Like, man, that's not my weed.
Yeah.
Nah,
What do you mean?
nah.
What do you mean we were making noise out in the backyard with a shotgun?
Man, I
told
live
y'all
in
boys not to shoot.
solitary confinement when I go home. Everything's there the way I left it the day before. No kleptomaniacs has been there or anything.
Since when?
Well,
Since your last bicycle got
I
stolen?
mean, I was just jiving, man. I was jiving.
Yeah, we got another show coming in here.
Yeah.
Well, Stan, thanks, man.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Thanks for
Stan,
putting up with us.
Appreciate you.
Matador.
I'll be back.
Thanks, Dan.
Hey, we got a free bottle of Con's Island sauce out of the deal, too.
Yes.
All right, that's yours.
Will's leaving, too. Yeah, we got Bo's up here on the deck. Dash. Matador got one too.
Yeah, and I'm gonna smack you with my bottle. Wait.
Guys, I enjoyed it. I'll see you.
Thank you, Stan.
Okay, thanks, Stan.
Bye bye. And don't forget to bring his. I hope he doesn't forget to bring his wife next time, Matador. She's a pretty little Trinidad woman.
Look here, homie.
Might have to get her out there in the Olympics and run
You
some track
gonna
with
get
us.
your nose busted by messing with people.
Somebody gonna put corn sauce in my mouth.
Yeah.
Fro Daddy, you're live on Whoop.
Hey, let me talk to Duke before he leaves.
I'm sorry, you're a step too slow. He's gone.
Oh,
What kind of dude?
fast. That's fast.
Who's
Was
this?
it Zip?
Who's this? Okay, he's fast. He's fast.
That was it.
No, it wasn't Zip.
Zippity-doo.
They don't have any
it
zips.
wasn't Zippity-day because
Let's take this.
Zip
Let's take a
knows-
swig of this sauce, Matador. What do you think?
Oh, no, leave my bottle alone. This will be cherished for the rest of my application. Yes.
I'm gonna take a big old swig.
Natural factors. Oh, gosh.
He already read all the ingredients, or I was gonna read
Got
the ingredients.
brown sugar. Now, I like brown sugar. You know what I'm talking about? That reminds me
It
of
tastes like
sponge
one of
jelly.
those pickled feet you bought the other day.
Oh, you kidding me?
Smells like
Will
it.
you bring me about a half a dozen boiled eggs tomorrow? Oh, you a fruit loop. Didn't nothing run out, bro. Dip it, brother. Dip it.
It's on my tongue and in my back of my throat.
Dip it, brother.
Bro, Daddy, live on Whoop.
I love hot stuff.
Okay, Sid.
Let it go. Let it go.
I'm trying to sell this hot sauce. I mean, I know it's good. I
Yes.
had it before. I just, it's been a long time.
What does it look like? What does the bottle look like?
I don't know. It's
Yeah,
a little red bottle or a little bottle, and it, you got I've seen it before, and
okay, Sid.
but what I'm gonna tell you,
Yes.
you won't never have no pinworms.
Pinworm.
Not unless you get a flashlight out at night and look for them.
So now I know what's wrong
You
with
won't
me.
never have no pinworms, and if you eat enough of it, you won't have no pinworms.
Okay, so what are you trying to say, that if we eat it, we won't get pinworms?
Right.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Just
Don't
put it
forget to
in the
tell Dr.
right
Livingston
spot.
that.
Did you hear that? And that comes from hair, pubic hair. So you got to make sure you stuff it with this kind of hot stuff and then kill the little worms that's crawling into the pubic hair area. That's probably the cause of
Pinworms?
illness. Yes.
I think that's caused from lack of bathing.
What? You think soap kills them little
Yeah,
creatures that's crawling?
You might want to have your
Just
girlfriend
crawling up your
go
rectum
home and take a
stretching.
bath.
Now, you don't need to stop that rectum stretching. That's where they're jumping on and catching a free ride.
I think you're talking about crabs, and we don't put cons on crabs.
No, they got little bitty. They come spongilicus, and they jump on
I
when
believe
you.
that's your big fat wife.
No, when you rectum stretching and or use the bathroom, and if the bathroom isn't clean, then that give a chance for them little quadripiters to catch a free ride into the internal organs.
You talking about the Klingons?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, anyway, so Matador, we normally do the live drive jive at 5 today, but since we did get a chance to finally get Stan Clark in here,
Yes.
of course, media person there with the emergency medical group.
Well, ain't you hungry yet? Excuse me. Ain't you got kind of hungry?
No, that
Sauce killed
that
it.
sauce I put on my tongue, it kind of got that nice burn going
Well,
down.
dang, I thought it was your nose. You put
Kind of
smelling.
like almost like a good aged smoked scotch.
Well, excuse me.
It burns.
It burnt. Yeah,
But it,
that's hunger.
But it fills your belly with that burning that that replaces the hunger pain.
So this would be good with a Bloody Mary.
Well, yeah, if you like spicy Bloody Marys. I don't like hot. I don't like pepper and hot Tabasco and all that stuff in my Bloody Mary.
Why not?
I just put vodka on the rocks and I leave out all that other stuff.
Yes. Okay.
All right then. Hey, Matador.
Yes.
We never did hear from Rebecca J's old Diane over there to get us our free food. I guess they're never going to bring us any free food.
Well,
And what about Betty Gravel over there at the Dixie Day Spade? They never did come here and talk about the big poker run they had Saturday and give us our free shirt or
yeah,
anything.
she wanted to let us know a little something about that.
I'm supposed to take my dogs over there and have them de-balled and fixed or whatever they do.
Oh, they too little to go without cards.
That's what they told me.
No, they're too little.
They told
you
me
could do
5
that yourself.
They to-
I could do that for you.
yeah, thank you.
They're young. They won't feel anything. Just take you some wire cutters and whap.
Well, they told me they would call me, and it was supposed to go Wednesday, but I never heard from them. So
They
I'm
did
not
me
gonna
like
go.
it.
I'm not going to go. I
That's
don't
the
wanna
way I was done when I was a
spend all that
youngster.
money, and
Yeah, yeah.
the dog hadn't even got to enjoy himself. That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't forget we do have the bounty out on who we call Bigfoot, the fellow that walks the streets of Cleveland, and he has really big, long feet, or his shoes are just way too big, kind of like a clown shoes. You know how clown shoes are real long?
Yeah, and I put on a wrestling shoes this weekend, was walking through the house, and I feel very comfortable in them. They was a size 9. I only wear 5.5, but I felt so good. I felt myself walking around in wrestling shoes.
Whose were they?
Well, there's some that my son had wore back when he was collisionaire.
So he had bigger feet than you.
Yeah, I'm going to see if Brother Jones got a pair I could borrow. No, I got one pair. I don't need no more.
Thank God his feet took after his mom instead of his daddy.
Yes, yes.
I hope something else did, too.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with a 3x3.
Dozen Donuts goes out to the person. They can bring us the name of the man that we call Bigfoot, who walks the streets and we think lives on Harold Avenue. And if you can bring him down here, we'll give you him a dozen donuts, just for the trouble. And we want to interview.
Now, run that by me one more time.
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
You know, he walks all up and down over here in front of the Save-A-Lot and the Family Dollar and the Chef. And
how big was his feet?
There's like a 17.
You kidding me?
Yeah, and there's no way a little white man can have a foot that big, you know. Like Patrick Ewing had shoes that big, for God's sake. But anyway, we call him Bigfoot because he's always got these like brand new tennis shoes on that glow in the dark, and they're so big that's all you notice is his shoes. And he's walking up and down Harrison Pike right here, and he comes down, he crosses, and he goes down Keith. And then now somebody even said they've seen him a couple times with a bicycle, but normally he's pushing it. So apparently he got a new bicycle that has a flat, so he just has to push it along. And I guess it has a basket where he can carry his drinks or food. But anyway, I've seen him walk around like all the way down Keith Street and all that. And one time I tried to pull over real quick to interview him and get his name, and I got caught and had to turn and go around the block twice, to get back to where he was, and he was gone. So it's Bigfoot is like the Sasquatch, where there's only that one grainy movie, and we don't know if it's real or not. So anyway, I'm willing to give up 2 dozen donuts, one to Bigfoot and one to who brings him in, if they all just bring him in here.
And I'm going to give up 1 dozen donuts if anybody tell me the name of the guy, the real name. They used to call him Bones. Bones, the guy that everybody
Bones.
Right now, his name. If anybody know what his real name was, call us in. We're gonna tell you what his real name was.
He got stabbed to death, didn't he?
No, he died of a cancer. Believe it or not.
What? I thought he got stabbed. That was a story we heard, and I felt terrible because he was a retarded, tall, nice black guy, and somebody just stabbed him for his $12.
No, some guy went and cut him one time, and then I think the whole clan went and jumped on the guy that cut him. So didn't nobody mess with Bones too much,
Oh, well, that's what I heard then.
Yeah, I mean that was for Caucasians too. If somebody messed with him when he was on the Caucasian side, they take up for him then. Even the Latino side is weird.
I don't think so.
Yes, they did.
They weren't even around back then.
Yeah, they were. You just didn't see him.
Also, I want to call Elvis my door. I got a thing in the mail. If you buy a dinner at Outback, you get the other one free. Like if you buy one dinner, you get one free, and it's at Outback. But I'm not going unless Elvis will be my server, and I can't ever get a hold of him. So we need. Remember Elvis over there?
Yeah.
We haven't talked.
You
to him
talking
yet.
about the heavyweight one?
No, Elvis, the guy that looks like Elvis, got the pompadour hairdo.
The one that come see us.
I think he's a boat mechanic.
The one that came here?
No, never mind. Fro Daddy, you're live on Whoop.
Okay.
Hello, Pro Daddy.
Well, hello.
This is Yvonne. How about playing Clarence Mote's Lucky Woman?
Clarence Mote's who?
Lucky Woman.
Clarence Mote's Lucky Woman.
Yes.
Yes, I remember this lady quite well.
Okay, do you? Uh-huh.
She got lost one day down here and looking for her boyfriend. No offense, ma'am. No offense.
Did you ever find Clarence?
Oh, yes, I did.
So
he found me.
Okay, good, because he was wandering around looking for you there for a while.
Right.
Well, listen, we, Vaughn, we're getting ready to leave here in just a minute. We've got another show that comes on right after we leave, and I can't play that because it's on a CD and I can't program it. So if you'll call me tomorrow about 3 o'clock or, after we get here at 3, I'll play you tomorrow.
I appreciate that.
All right.
Okay.
Tell Clarence
we'll
hello.
Try to get it on.
I'll do it.
Don't go dropping you off at malls anymore.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, she's just a happy little lady. Well, you did remember who that was. I thought your little turd brain had fried on me already today.
Well, it has, because I forgot where the guy's wife was from. What's the guy's name that was in here? Stan?
The guy's wife that was in here?
Was that Stan that was in here?
Yeah, the white guy that was in here.
Did he say Pakistan?
Sharon.
Yeah.
She's from Trinidad.
I mean, Trinidad.
FRO-Dad, you're live on Whoop.
That's the guy you was talking about. I seen him this morning walking down Key Street. I wish I'd have grabbed him now.
Well, hell, Bullet, you could be on the list for the dozen donuts.
And Bones' brother, I don't know what Bones' name is, but Bones' brother is Robert Mack, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Bones' name is, though.
Well, Mr. Mack.
Yeah,
well, you close on the right name. The last name is right.
Bones used to chase me. Somebody offered him a cigarette to run me. He'd take a ball bat and run me up the street.
What would he run you for?
Well, I worked Every Street Car Wash back in '65. He used to come there and hang around, and old James Tatum would give him a cigarette to chase me, and he'd chase with a ball bat.
Mm-hmm.
He's old Bones, a good old boy. I miss him. Anyway, I'm gonna try to grab that guy. I'll tell you if I see him. But I don't know if he get in the car with me or not. He think I'm trying to get him or something.
Now, who was this? The Bigfoot guy?
Tell him you're taking to get him a dozen donuts down at Whoop. That we've guaranteed the person that brings him in here, Bigfoot.
Well, I see him every so often.
You know who I'm talking about? He's always wearing brand new tennis shoes.
Yeah, I see him all the time walking up Q Street.
And his shoes are real big, but I don't know if it's his feet or just he's got shoes too big.
And his hair is kind of, it ain't long hair. It's kind of like, it's kind of short, ain't it?
Yeah. There's another long-haired guy that's always wearing a cap that's wandering around all the time, kind of scraggly looking. But
I don't think it wears a cap though, does he?
No, this dude comes down here some outdoor and sits out here for a second, and then he takes off.
Well, I'll see if I can grab him next time.
All right, there, Bullet.
We'll see.
Get you a dozen donuts. Bye-bye. Okay. Bullet kind of knows everybody in town. Damn, we've got a history of
I'm telling.
Plethora of Whoop listeners that have a history of. We need to interview them and do my book. I'm all right.
And Saturday,
our
Saturday's
characters.
talk show, they know everybody in our little Cleveland.
Well, that's a different league. Hell, they're real people.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're not, home.
FRO-Dad, you're live on Whoop.
Look, home improvement.
His name's Columbus McDougal.
Is that the Bigfoot?
I'd say it was.
Columbus McDougal?
Yeah.
I think he discovered America.
No, that's his real name, C.J.
C.J. McDougal.
I think that's who it is, but
well, then how will we ever know if you don't bring him in here?
Well, I don't know. All
right. Ella says it's Doug, and you say it's Clarence McDougal.
No, Columbus.
Okay, Columbus McDougal. But, the winner has to bring him in here to us and introduce and show us that it's his real name. So,
okay.
But anyway, we got you down.
Bye.
All right, bye. Oh, okay. Oh.
Okay, we on the right track.
This man made my chair, I think.
Is the
Why?
I, my dad used to hunt with him a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, with a name like Leroy, they ought to like dirty songs.
Oh, all right, then.
All right, Cole. Thanks for calling.
All right,
brother.
Carl, I'm going to go home and put corn sauce in my eyes.
All right, then.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Mm. Mm.